This is Vargas, live from the Vargas Vault, with a small disclosure. Now, this month of March, I am going to celebrate my 10-year YouTube anniversary. What I mean to say is that in March, I will have 10 years uploading videos to this video platform called YouTube. Now, I started uploading videos and I did my research again. When I did the 8-year anniversary, I went back to the oldest video game review video that I uploaded on YouTube, and it was in March something. I don't remember the exact date. So since I mark it in my calendar, the month of March is when I celebrate my YouTube anniversary. And the channel has gone through a lot of changes. If you've been following me, and I don't know anyone that has, but if you see any of my older videos, you would see the quality, of course, differ. Because back then I recorded my videos on a cassette camera, and then I upgraded to a camera that recorded everything digitally on an SD card. The image was a little better. Now I record everything on an iPhone. But it's been interesting how the channel has evolved throughout the years. I originally started doing video game reviews, actually, because of one particular person. Now, he started doing videos way before I did, but I only discovered the nerd around 2007. It was actually my youngest brother that introduced me to the Angry Video Game Nerd, as he was called. Originally, he was called the Angry Nintendo Nerd, but as he got more popular, of course, he didn't want any legal problems with Nintendo, so he just changed his name to the Angry Video Game Nerd. Portrayed, of course, by if you follow YouTube, the famous man called James Rolfe. And James Rolfe has had a very interesting career in his time in YouTube. He started in YouTube, but as he got popular, he had an agreement with Screw Attack, so he did game trailers. And he's one of the first, at least the first person that I know of, the first example of someone hitting big on YouTube. But of course, this was in the early days of YouTube, back when it was an interesting platform. The options that you had for YouTube were a lot better. You could tag people like you do. Now you have to do it verbally, but back in the day, you can tag people. You can put someone's channel and you can tag them. And tag videos were a lot of fun because you can tag people and then they would respond to your video and stuff like that. And the comment section was better in my opinion. And of course, the monetization was better. Again, it's an example. The nerd, of course, had a lot more, because since he was one of the first people that did it, he pioneered a lot of it, because he had this deal with game trailers, so he could have some income that way, and his videos were popular in generating ad revenue. So as far as I know, he's not like a super millionaire, but he has made enough money through YouTube to sustain his family and so on, and do a movie and stuff like that. And he's like my inspiration as a collector, because he has an awesome video game collection. His whole basement is like 2 sections. One is an awesome video game room, and he has like a bunch of video game consoles and video games that he has got through the donations and stuff like that. And he has a kick-ass movie collection. Like, wow, I see his movie collection, I'm like, my goodness gracious, I wish I could have that. Because I have a good amount of movies, but I don't have a space to display them, and he does. And as a collector, I admire the shit out of him. And also, he's the reason why I got into YouTube. Again, my youngest brother introduced me to the videos of the Angry Video Game Nerd. And I was like, this is really funny. But then something happened between 2007 and 2008 that, you had to create a channel to watch the explicit stuff. Because he had a lot of swearing, so I remember, again, it's been 10 years ago, so I might be remembering it wrong, but I had to create a channel so that I could enjoy the videos, and I saw him do the videos, and I started getting into YouTube and discovering new channels, like Ultra Echo, like Classic Games Revisited. They were pretty cool, and throughout the years, I've discovered even more people. Some of the original people that I followed are gone, like Spoonie. Spoonie still uploads live streaming videos, but he doesn't do reviews like he did before. And Classic Games Revisited, I haven't seen a video from his in years. He has a video game store now. And Ultra Echo had this big old controversy. But the one guy that's been constant throughout the years has been James Rolfe. Whether it be as the angry video game nerd or going on movie locations. You know, he hunts down locations where famous movies were filmed, and that's awesome. Or he does reviews, or he does Monster Madness. So his channel and his content has always been a point of inspiration for me because I've dabbed on reviews and I've dabbed on stuff like that. The thing that I've done the most is, of course, pickup videos. My channel is chock full of pickup videos, but the things that he does have inspired me to try as much as I possibly can. I don't consider myself a very creative person. Sometimes I might have my moments like with Macabros. Macabro's like my crowning achievement because I'm super proud of Macabro and an opportunity to bust out and go crazy. But yeah, I've always tried to not emulate or copy other people, but he has been a big part of a big inspiration. And I met him at a Comic-Con, and he was super cool. You would think someone that's famous would have it go to his head and be like, "Oh, I'm the nerd. I'm like super popular. I don't have time for you people." But no, he was actually in the comic book section doing a segment for Spike because for a time he had a business agreement with Spike, and he was actually there with Pat Contry, Pat the NES Punk, and they were recording stuff. And I saw him and I was like, I geeked out, like I actually squealed because I was with a friend that year, and oh my god, it's the fucking nerd. I gotta take a picture with him. And but I was like I was like nervous. I had my my nerd moment and and my friend talked me into building up the courage to go with James Rolfe and ask him for a picture. And it's like I thought he was gonna say no. I thought he was gonna blow me off. But he like no yeah, let me just record this part. And he did his thing, and I didn't want to pressure him. I was like I didn't want to leave, and I don't think anyone else recognized him. Because I would imagine like he would get flooded with people, but no, he did his segment, he did his thing, and then he turned back to me and okay, I'll take a picture, and I took a picture and I was nervous. I was like, I didn't know what to do, so I just did that like a thumbs up, and I'll post a picture here. And that was cool. I was like my brush with greatness because I got to actually meet and talk. I actually mentioned to him that I love Monster Madness because I like horror movies and I love the review. And I guess that he liked that because he was probably expecting me to talk about the nerd, and I talked about Monster Madness, and he thought that was pretty cool. So I've met him, and he's a super nice guy, super accessible. Anyone else probably would have blown me off, but not him. He actually took the time to talk to me and let me take that picture. So yeah, he's a really big inspiration for me doing YouTube videos, for trying to come up with content. The only thing that I've always struggled with is time to actually sit down and record. But yeah, so full disclosure, this is not for the intention of making any sort of money. I can't monetize it anyway. But this is not to ride his popularity. This is just something that I'm trying to do as a tribute to James Rolfe and the video game nerd in particular. So this is me doing a tribute to the angry video game nerd. So I've talked about for probably more times than I should, but I wanted to give you a small backstory on the origins of my channel, what inspired it, and particularly give a tribute to the main person that is the focal point of me creating a channel and keeping it going, because he's been in YouTube. I think he started in 2006 when he first posted his 3 first videos, and he's still going strong. He's still posting the nerd episodes. He's still posting stuff, like site locations and stuff like that. So yeah, big inspiration, and this is just humbly, with no ulterior motive, just to give a small tribute to the man that inspired me, inspired my channel, and have, in a way, both the nerd and all the other people, awesome people I've met throughout the years in YouTube, but have kept me going, because even though I don't get enough views, it's not about the views, it's about, sharing my stuff or getting the creative juices out, but, it's him, it's his inspiration, because he keeps going, and he keeps coming up with new ways to post videos, and a lot of people have, like The Simpsons, they've said that the quality of the nerd has dipped, but the guy, has been on YouTube for, I think, almost 12 years, he has a fucking movie. How many people can say that they made a movie? Not a lot of people can say they put out a movie. He made his own movie, the Angry Video Game Nerd movie, which I still have to buy, but he made a movie, and he still does content. He still does Mike and James Monday, and does a whole bunch of stuff, and I hope that my content is, I know it's not as high cost production as his, but I hope someone there enjoys it, and this is again a small tribute to James Rolfe and the Angry Video Game Nerd, in my humble production, in my humble way, in my own maybe twisted humor. This, of course, it's a tribute, so I tried to get as much of the nerd as I could, but no one can ever compare to nerd. And back in the day, there were a lot of people that were trying to rip off the nerd. So this is not me trying to rip off the nerd. This is not something that you're going to see in my channel. This is just a one-time thing. So again, I just wanted to show a small tribute to the guy that got me started into YouTube. That's James Rolfe and the Angry Video Game Nerd. So, with that said, out of the way, thanks so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing it. It was a lot of fun to get into the nerd's shoes. I actually cosplayed as him once. I'll post a picture here as proof. So I actually cosplayed as the nerd, took Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and not a lot of people who knew who I was, but those who did thought it was cool. So, yeah, I'm gonna stop talking because I have this tendency to blab on, and I want to make a hour-long video. So, James Rolfe, thanks so much for inspiring me to do YouTube. To try to be as creative, and thanks so much for being an inspiration as a collector as well, because my God, your collection is beautiful. So if you ever see this video, James Rolfe, as a fan, thank you for your work. Thank you for everything that you've led the way for, and thank you for that moment at Comic-Con where I had my big brush with greatness by meeting you, Mr. James Rolfe. So, without further ado, this is my humble tribute to James Rolfe, the Angry Video Game Nerd. He's gonna take you back to the past to play some shitty games that suck ass. He'd rather have a buffalo take a diarrhea dump in his ear. He'd rather eat the rotten asshole of a roadkill skunk and drown it with beer. He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. He's the angry gaming nerd. He's the angry gaming nerd. Man, you younger people don't know how lucky you got it. Man, if you grew up in my day, man, we really suffered back then. Now you got your Google and your internet and everything, and your YouTubes. Whenever you want to review a game, you just have to watch a video and have some guy tell you whether it's crap or not. But not in my day. I grew up in the old days. Hell, Club Nintendo and Nintendo Power and Nintendo Mania weren't even a thing. They weren't even a thing yet. I grew up before the internet. Prehistoric time for some of you people. Some of you people probably weren't even born then. But man, it fucked me. you know, let me paint a picture. Let me paint a fucking picture for you. You're a little dumbass kid. You ain't got no money for yourself. You know, the only way you can get any sort of money is by saving your allowance, which means, you know, you can't buy any fucking candy or buy any fucking toys. No, you have to save your allowance. You scrounge up as much money as you can doing fucking chores or doing odd jobs like cleaning the fucking street or even, you know, scouring the street. Maybe you'll get fucking lucky. Maybe you'll find a quarter or a peso coin on the street and be like, you know, try to save as much as you can. And, you know, you can't fucking buy video games. They're fucking expensive and you're a dumbass kid. You ain't got no money to buy a video game. So what are your choices? Well, you could rent games, which is what I did. You know, scrounge out as much money as I can. Okay, I got enough money to rent a video game for the weekend. So you get rid of all your homework. Do all your fucking homework because teachers, they're assholes. Teachers are assholes. They would put all the homework for the weekend. No, you can't do your homework in the weekdays when you actually have time and you can't do nothing with your fucking life. No, you gotta do it on the weekends and do a 300-page essay on fucking geometric shit and stuff like that. So no, you have to finish all your fucking homework real quick. And you do your homework and then you still gotta do your fucking chores. You know, you do your fucking chores and then, okay, do all that shit out of the way and then you go to the video store. So you carry on your little dumbass to the video store and you look at the video game box art. And, you know, there's no internet. You can't like, oh, well, I'm going to flip out my fucking cell phone and put on fucking Google and be like, oh, okay, what game? This game, King's Knight. Oh, no, this video game reviewer says it's garbage. Fuck that game, even though this is a fucking cool game. Oh, no, fuck that game. Oh, this game was cool. Oh, I'll rent that game. No, didn't have none of that. And again, this was before Club Nintendo was a thing, or Nintendo Mania, where you would wake up on Saturday mornings and watch the fucking show, and they would tell you what was good and what was garbage. So, again, you're a dumbass kid. You don't have access to magazines. You don't have access to the internet. You don't have access to TV shows. So, you know, you go to the video store, and just like a dumbass, you get the box art, and like a dumbass, you're like, oh, well, this, you know, it's like renting a horror movie, or any kind of movie. You, like, go through the box art. And sometimes you would see, like, a game that has, like, really bad box art, like this one. This isn't very attractive, Terra Cresta, but this is a fucking awesome game. It's a shooter. It's like R-Type and Life Force. This is cool, but you wouldn't know it through the box art, you know, unless you want to play a game about chips and shit. But, you know, you go to the box art, and then, you know, they pry on your dumbass kid mind with, ooh, like, shiny artwork and shit, and the back's like, oh, this game's awesome. It'll put all the other fucking games to shame. Oh, you gotta play it. And like a dumbass, you take the game and you rent it, and you pay the money. And of course, the rental stores, they know how it goes. They know how they're doing, and they have this policy, no returns. You rent the game, you're fucked. Even if you don't like it, I'm not gonna return it for you. Your money's mine, bitch. Get out of my store. So, like a dumbass, you're walking all happy with your game on hand, and la 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 la. And you get home, do all your fucking homework, because fuck the teachers. They leave a lot of homework for the weekend. And you do all your fucking homework, and you do all your fucking chores, and then you sit your ass down, and you play your Nintendo, expecting to have a good time, you know. You know, that's all you wanted. You know, in rainy days, you can't go outside and play. It's raining. You don't want to get your fucking asshole wet. So, your only choice is to watch cartoons, and you can only watch cartoons Saturday mornings. They don't pass them the rest of the day. At least we didn't have no fucking Cartoon Network back in my day. So you sit your ass down, you play your video games, hoping to have fun, and, you know, sometimes you would come across these abominations, like Nintendo games are like this. You know, Great Kart go like this into the console. But then you come across these fucking things, like, what the fuck is this? You look at it gold and think, like, oh my god, fucking Zelda. But no, it's one of those unlicensed fucking games. With a Switch here that I've heard actually releases an electrical pulse into Nintendo, so imagine that, an electrical pulse to burn out the lockout chip. It might fucking burn out your console, so it's a crapshoot. You know, you might damage your fucking Nintendo with this thing made in Taiwan. But this game's actually pretty cool, but you wouldn't know about it. I mean, maybe you'd rent it because it has 4 games, like, well, it's a weekend, it's 4 games, even if, you know, I beat one, I have 3 extra games to beat. But sometimes these games would be garbage. And then you would see this. You know, this is a bad cover. It's actually pretty good. It's Time Lord, you know. Doctor Who. Doctor Who's Time Lord. Maybe it's kind of similar. You know, it has a guy with a sword and some aliens. You know, I'll give this one a shot. And again, you might be pleasantly surprised. Boom. Hey, it's actually pretty cool. Even it's made by Milton Bradley, the guys that make, you know, those board games. You know, thinking, well, board games and video games work good. Artwork looks good. Might be surprised. But then you come across a fucking game like this. Dash Galaxy. Made by Data East. You know, Data East, you know, they made Bad Dudes. You know, like, Bad Dudes was pretty cool, but fucking Data East doesn't have some very good track record. It's a crapshoot. Sometimes Data East would produce a fucking cool game. Sometimes Data East would produce a fucking crappy game. It's like taking a diarrhea shit on your ear. Like eating the fecal matter of a dead monkey. You know, a monkey that died and his bowels released, and then you have to eat it. It's kind of like that. Data East games, man. They're like second place next to LJN, in my opinion. Not a lot of cool games, to tell you what. But, you know, enough of me ranting. Let's put on this game and share some of the pain. So you got your fucking game. You got your Dash Galaxy and the Alien fucking Syndrome. And press play to start. Really? I wouldn't have guessed that. So you press start. You got this animation. Everything's going cool. You're thinking, oh crap, okay, this might be cool. You probably have an epileptic seizure with that. And then you come across this thing. Like, what the fuck is this thing? Is that me? Is that me? Is that the character that I'm supposed to use? What the fuck is this? What the fuck am I supposed to do? Can I move the blocks? Can't move the blocks. So, what am I supposed to do? And look at this. Look at this. You have a time limit. You have to oxygenize yourself. Like, why, if I'm a space guy, why don't I have a fucking, you know, astronaut suit to breathe? And of course, I don't have any bombs. Well, that's just great. I press the B button because I'm trying to figure out what to do, and I don't have bombs. Where do I get the bombs? A does nothing. So now I'm stuck. What am I supposed to do? Press B out of, you know, desperation, and I'm stuck. So let's go over here. Oh, there you go. Now you got these lasers. But now I'm stuck. What am I supposed to do? Pressing A doesn't do anything. Oh shit. You press A and you move the block. Well, that's just great. Wish I would have found out that before. And my oxygen is still dying. So press A and oh, there you go. Go through a hole. And look at this. Look at this. What is this? What is this? Is that me? What, am I an anorexic spaceman? Look at me. And now I went back here. And now I'm up there. What's with the stars? Look at that jump. Oh, well, you hold the press on that jump, so I guess gravity's fucked all over the place. There's no fucking gravity here. Ah. Well, that's convenient. Oh, look. But look at the graphics. I mean, honestly, what is up with these graphics? What was that blue thing? I don't know. And as a kid, you know, rent the fucking game at the fucking video game store, you didn't usually get the manual. I mean, how was I supposed to know that you have to walk up to something, press A so I can push it? Jump. Can I jump more? Can I jump higher? And I'm dead. I'm back into this place, so of course I have to go back out, and I'm back over here. Like, what the fuck? want to do that. Come on. Stop doing that jump. You're not reaching out for anything. Damn it. I mean, I guess the graphics aren't that bad, but look at this. Look at this. The background is blue, and my costume is blue. It's like it's like an Anchorman. I have no legs. I have no legs. What a horrible, horrible color combination. Why couldn't my costume be a different color so I could stand out? I'm just trying to jump. What explosives? When did I get a bomb? And now I'm dead. And my oxygen's depleted, so I'm suffocating. It's like in Total Recall. All my oxygen is out, and my head probably bursted, and horrible. So that's what will happen. You pop in your game on the Nintendo, and you know, be so fucking disappointed. What are you gonna do? You already finished your fucking homework. You can't do your fucking homework to keep yourself entertained on rainy days, because you already did it. So you would have time to play your fucking Nintendo. But now, you have nothing to do. You know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna go out in the rain and be like, I don't know, running out with a parachute? Not with a parachute. I'm so mad I don't even know what I'm talking about. With a kite, you know. Oh, look at me, I'm a dumbass with a kite. And your kite's gonna get blown away. You're gonna get struck by fucking lightning. So you gotta sit your ass down, play some more of this fucking piece of shit Dash Galaxy, and just cry inside because the game's garbage. You garbage. And like I said, you go to the video store like a dumbass kid and be like, "Oh, sir, oh, my video game's so terrible. Can I get a refund?" And the clerk's like, "No, kid, fuck you. I already rented everything out. All the cool games are rented. I only have like 5 of these, and no one rents them except you, so fuck you, kid. There's no returns. That's why I have this sign here. No returns, dumbass kid. What are you gonna do? Cry to mommy and daddy? What, you're not a man enough, so you're gonna cry?" So of course now he hurts your manhood. Like, I may be a kid, but fuck you, sir. Fuck you up the ass. So you go back home and you have to keep playing this piece of shit game. It's a garbage. It's a piece of shit game, man. It ruined my weekends. Like all the other fucking games that I had to rent and play. It's garbage, man. Fucking garbage. I'm out of here. I'm gonna play me some good games. I'm gonna play me some Spy Hunter. That was fucking cool. Or fucking, what else I got here? Strider. Strider was cool, even though it wasn't as cool as the arcade. The arcade was badass. You know, you had some really cool graphics and shit. But this is not a pretty bad adaptation. It's pretty cool. It's made by Capcom. Back when Capcom gave a shit. Not now, where they release video games that have, you know, DLC inserted in the disc, so you have to pay them. Fuck you guys. I'm not even going to produce a fucking single player on my games. You want single player, it's going to cost you with DLC. And that's all that gaming is now. Back in the day, you had a crapshoot with games. And now you buy games, even though you get reviews, and they're still garbage. Because with updates and DLC. This isn't... It was crappy being a gamer when I was young, and it's crappy being a gamer now that I'm old. It's garbage. Fuck video games. Then, fuck video games now. I'm over. Game over, man. Game over.